From Oracle Park in San Francisco, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and towing the slab, Landon Root. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Fernando Tatis Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. And that one is gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And the Padres take the lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Luis Ariz stands in. There's a strike. Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1. That one pushed to the left and foul. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball two. Got it. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here comes Manny Machado. That one's in there. Strike one. One out, base is empty. That misses the zone. 1-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's off the mark. 2-2. Line drive, puts it away for the out. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Jackson Merrill in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing, called strike. And a curve is down and in.
2-2 the count.
Pitch misses. Full count, 3-2. Two outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back here in San Francisco. And our pitcher in this game, number 18.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Elliot Ramos leading things off and takes a strike. That missed inside. And 1-1. And misses inside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And there's one away. Here's the Giants lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense. That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Wade makes the grab for the second out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores.
2 outs, base is empty. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. On the ground, out to short. And that is the inning. Giants go down quietly. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Oracle Park, all set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. Roop back to work. Fouled off. He was late. Tap dances out of the way of that one. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's out to center field. Lee on the move. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting 6, the shortstop.
And here comes Sander Bogaerts. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. One down, base is empty. To the right side, Fitzgerald. Tosses to first. Bogaerts retired. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering misses down and away. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting 8, the left fielder, Tyler Wade.
Now batting Tyler Wade. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. They get the force, and that's the third out. Padres leave one, but they still lead it 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
and now
up
the veteran
for the
third
jump,
baseman, Matt
third
Chapman.
baseman, Matt Chapman.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Chapman gets a piece there. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Willie Adames stands in. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And that is out of play. In the air to left center. Merrill sizing this one up. And there's 2 away.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Herrera Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. In the air, right side. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Offense held in check there. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Padres 1 and the Giants nothing. On to the third inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Martin Maldonado. Fought off foul. Maldonado in his 13th season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in Puerto Rico. And that one fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered here in this one.
Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
And that drops in for a strike. Hard grounder just inside the line. Base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
So here's the Padres DH, Luis Arias. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Line drive, base hit right field. Here comes Tatis around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now Machado up here. He's 0 for 1. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Arias leads off first with one away.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. And he pumps it a strike.
Well, that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
2 on, 2 outs. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
The 1-2.
2 balls.
This one in the dirt. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Cut on and lifted in the air. Lee drops into the glove, and that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Set for the bottom of the third. And the batter now, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Breaking ball misses down and away. That one fouled off. 2-2. That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. That's the first sweeper we've seen today, and the batter made a mess of it. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. Outside. And that's ball 1. He was late there. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Falling behind 2-1. Right side. And that one handled. Takes it to the bag. Steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Casey Schmidt.
2 down, bases empty. And now the first baseman, Casey Schmidt. Fastball for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And the next pitch is way outside.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Popped in the air, left field. Wade makes the grab. That is the inning. back here in San Francisco. Start of the fourth. Here's Bogarts now.
Bogart.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Over to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Foul ball. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Now one missed. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. That one missing inside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The 3-1. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Draws the walk there.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Wade batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Cronenworth at first, one gone. Cronenworth runs. Swing and a ground ball. Fitzgerald tosses to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Now batting, catcher Martin Maldonado.
Martin Maldonado up to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Padres 2 and the Giants nothing. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Elliot Ramos.
Pulls that one foul. That clips the corner.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that should be extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
And now, Jung-Hoo Lee. And that one is inside. Off the mark there, and it's 2-0. Runner at second, nobody out. Next offering upstairs. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Next pitch in for a strike. And now 3-1. Fly ball to right. Tatis makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. Grounded out his first time up. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
In the air, out towards left center. Merrill makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Here's Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouled off down the right side.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And that's down and away. Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. Two outs. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. One left for San Francisco. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Fernando Tatis.
Root back to work. And a curve misses outside. Action in the pen down there. Hayden Birdsong getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Beck getting cranked up as well. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. In safely with a double. His second of the day.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Pitch kicks away. Tatis up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Tatis at third with nobody out. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Nope, that's inside.
That one the other way. Adames. The throw to first. That's out number one. And a run comes in to score.
Now batting, the third baseman, Manny Machado.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Landon Root won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Hayden
Giants,
Birdsong on to pitch
number
here.
60.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Here's Manny Machado. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. Machado out of the play.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
2 outs, base is empty. Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Jackson Merrill, 1 for 2. There's a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Giants nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Adames.
A little bit low.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Well, these Giants, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
That's outside. And now 2-0. That one fouled off. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Sends it over to Sheets. One up, one down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Gerard Encarnacion.
So up next, Gerard Encarnacion.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The Giants trailing by 3. Last half of inning number 5. Misses off the inside, and it's 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Fitzgerald.
And a foul ball. That one outside, and it's 1-1. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back. And that one is off the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to him, Patrick Bailey. That one finds the corner, 0-1. Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So the Giants leave one. They trail in this one 3-0. New inning getting started. So digging in now for San Diego, Gavin Sheets. Bird song. A 6'4" righty, 215 pounds, and he was a 6th round draft pick in 2020. First offering, and it just misses.
You know, these Padres, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Here's a 1-1. High fly ball down the left field line. And there's one down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Xander.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Has grounded out a couple of times. He swings and fouls one off. And that one lifted in the air, center field. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jake.
2 down, base is empty. Jake Cronenworth, the next to hit. Gets the plate. It's 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. It's the Padres 3 and the Giants nothing. Back here at Oracle Park. Now here is Casey Schmidt.
Casey Schmidt.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
There's a swing and a drive. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
Here's Elliot Ramos. And that's outside. Man at second. Just missed.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Now this is in the air down the line. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
In there at the knees. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Runner on at third, 1 gone. Up the middle. Cronenworth fires over to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Showing us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand. But what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets. And it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
And first offering is fouled off.
1-1.
Activity in the bullpen for the Padres. Wandy Peralta getting ready to go. Morejon, the power lefty, up as well. Way out front for strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Giants 1. Top of inning number 7. Stepping in for San Diego, Tyler Wade. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count. Ball, that's off the plate.
And that one in the air center field. Lee makes the grab, 1 away. Next for the Padres, Martin Maldonado, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Check swing, called strike. On the ground right side. It's in and out of his glove. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
On the ground to 3rd, and it goes just foul. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Padres go down quietly, but they still lead it 3-1.
Now pitching for
so the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Wandy Peralta.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Fly ball down the line. Wade sizes this one up. 1 up, 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
First pitch misses. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Missed with a changeup. 3-1 now.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
He goes down looking. So 2 down now, and here is Herrera Encarnacion. That one misses, and that is ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler.
And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Yeah, that's fouled off. Encarnacion leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one's a little bit low. And it's a ball and a strike. Called strike right there.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. One left for San Francisco. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
75.
Camilo Doval.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Arias. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
So 2 balls and no strikes. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. And another ball.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Line line and caught at third by Chapman. The Gold Glover makes the play.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Machado batting with one down takes a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Spencer Bivens getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Beck getting loose as well. On the ground, Fitzgerald sends it to first. Machado is out.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul straight back. In there. And so now 1-2. Two outs. Stays alive. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Just misses. 3-2 now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Sheets, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Stretches out and hauls it in. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for
back
San
now,
Diego.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Nick Pivetta.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Here's the catcher,
Leading
Patrick Bailey.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Good job to fight that one off. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, still 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
So digging in, Casey Schmidt. There's the strike, 95 of that one. The Padres up by 2 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. The next pitch misses. Ball 1. And that skips in the dirt. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one way inside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
And now Elliot Ramos. This one in the air, center field. Merrill in position. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Through 8 full, it's the Padres 3 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for
We're back.
Giants.
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
43.
mound, Tristan Beck.
Tristan.
Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Here comes X to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
Xander Bogart.
And first offering is fouled off. That to right, Encarnacion sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Beck, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. In there, and it's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen, Spencer Bivens. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. That one ripped right center field, and it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and
Now
it jumped off
let's
his bat.
do it.
Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So up next, Tyler Wade. On the ground, right side. Slings to first, got the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Martin Maldonado, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First
Ball,
pitch doesn't
catch
find the
inside.
zone. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ramos on his way over. Squeezes it. And that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Padres 3 and the Giants 1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Robert Suarez. He pitched yesterday, and
Now
we'll see him once
for the
again.
Padres, number 75, Robert Suarez.
And digging in for
Leading
San
up for the
Francisco,
Giants,
Jung-Hoo
the
Lee.
center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Chop back up the middle. Cronenworth whips it to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
First of all, that's
Now
just a
batting,
nice job
the
to even
designated
get to
hitter,
that ball.
Wilmer.
And then even more impressive was the
Wilmer.
throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Flores now at the plate as he swings through strike
0-1.
one. Base is empty, one away. Here in the last half of inning number 9.
Miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at bat alive.
Next pitch is outside. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Merrill gets under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Up next for the Giants, the third
So it's their
baseman,
last
Matt
chance in this one. Now the third
Chapman.
baseman, Matt Chapman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Upstairs.
1-0.
Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
This could end it. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. It has the distance gone. He sends it out of here. It's 3-2.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. felt good. Clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Adames in the box now. Takes strike one.
0-1's the count.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth.
Whoa, that's down.
One on the gun, swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Outside low. Yeah, that's ball two. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's his 6th home run of the season, and we're starting over. It's 3-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Robert Suarez done for the afternoon, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Sean Reynolds taking over on the mound.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Reynolds.
Next to hit, Herrera Encarnacion. 1 for 3. And that's in for a strike. Trying to send this to extra innings. Line to left. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. On to extra innings. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Back to work. That clips the corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone. Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
He takes it on his own. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to 3rd, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Arise in the box now. Take strike 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And that one fouled off.
One ball.
In the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Got him swinging.
That's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Manny Machado to the dish for a pivotal at bat. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. One left for San Diego, still tied 3-3. And we're back on to the bottom of the 10th. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
That catches the outside corner, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count. I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the dirt. Tag out. And they cut down the winning run at third.
Wow, that's a tough one. You kind of feel bad for the base runner right there. It's just a brutal mistake. And you can tell his teammates are a little disappointed. He's already in scoring position. He's the potential winning run. You've got to be smarter than that out on the base paths.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Tatis tracks it down for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Ground ball up the middle. Jump throw on the money. Nice play. Back here in San Francisco, here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. That one is absolutely belted. No one can get there. It falls in. Machado in to score, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Safe at second with a leadoff double. What a way to get it going. A double to knock home the runner from second.
Yeah, just clearly trading places, and now that guy on second threatening to score more runs. Good clutch hitting to lead off the frame.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. That one ripped. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Run comes in from second, and it's a 2-run lead in extra innings.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pad. Tristan Beck is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Randy Rodriguez.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one. Ripped to third and caught.
Matt Chapman is as good as there is at third base right now in the big leagues. Great diving catch right there. This guy is so well-rounded in every play a third baseman can make.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Out to short, Adames. Fires across the diamond. That takes care of Cronenworth.
Now batting, left fielder Tyler Wade.
Tyler Wade, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th. It's the Padres 5 and the Giants 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Casey Schmidt. Out to center. And there's one down. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
There's the strike.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Tying run at the plate. And fouled off. In there, sets him down on strikes. Now only 1 out remaining.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
One out left for the Giants. And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And that is the ball game. Reynolds with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.